Long ago, in the land of Canaan, there lived a man named Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons, but he loved his son Joseph the most. He even gave Joseph a beautiful coat of many colors. This made Joseph's brothers very jealous. One night, Joseph had a strange dream. In his dream, he and his brothers were gathering bundles of grain. Suddenly, Joseph's bundle stood up, and his brothers' bundles bowed down to it. When Joseph told his brothers about the dream, they became even more jealous. Later, Joseph had another dream. This time, the sun, the moon, and 11 stars bowed down to him. When he told his father and brothers, his father scolded him, but he kept thinking about what the dream might mean. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers, who were tending sheep far away. When the brothers saw Joseph coming, they plotted to get rid of him. They grabbed Joseph, took off his colorful coat, and threw him into a deep pit. While they were deciding what to do next, a group of traders passed by. The brothers decided to sell Joseph to the traders for 20 pieces of silver. The traders took Joseph to Egypt, far from his home. In Egypt, Joseph was sold to a man named Potiphar, who was an important official. Joseph worked hard, and God was with him, so everything he did succeeded. Potiphar noticed this and put Joseph in charge of his entire household. But one day, Potiphar's wife lied about Joseph, and Potiphar believed her. He had Joseph thrown into prison. Even in prison, God was with Joseph. He helped the prison warden, and soon, Joseph was put in charge of all the prisoners. While in prison, Joseph met 2 of Pharaoh's servants, the cupbearer and the baker. They both had dreams they couldn't understand, and Joseph offered to help. With God's help, Joseph explained their dreams. The cupbearer's dream meant he would be restored to his position, but the baker's dream meant he would be executed. Everything happened just as Joseph had said. The cupbearer returned to Pharaoh's service but forgot about Joseph. 2 years later, Pharaoh had 2 strange dreams. In one, 7 fat cows were eaten by 7 skinny cows. In the other, 7 healthy heads of grain were swallowed by 7 thin, scorched heads of grain. No one could explain the dreams. Then, the cupbearer remembered Joseph and told Pharaoh about him. Pharaoh sent for Joseph, and with God's help, Joseph explained the dreams. He said the dreams meant there would be 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of famine. Pharaoh was impressed, and made Joseph the second most powerful man in Egypt. Joseph gathered and stored food during the 7 good years, so there would be enough during the famine. When the famine came, people from all over came to Egypt to buy food, including Joseph's brothers. They didn't recognize Joseph, but he recognized them. After testing them to see if they had changed, Joseph revealed his identity. His brothers were scared, but Joseph forgave them. He said, "What you meant for evil, God meant for good." He brought his father and his whole family to live in Egypt, where they had plenty to eat. And so, Joseph's dreams came true. God had a plan for Joseph, and through all the good and bad times, he was always with him.
Subscribe.